I'm a rolling stone, bound to roam. Come the morning, or I'll be gone. Pouring rain, oh, to hear that train. There she comes, won't you get on? Won't you get on? Falling leaves like the breeze, won't you blow on? Take a sip, I'ma pack my grip. One more trip, and I'ma move on. Across the track, don't look back. All the jack, won't you roll on? City lights, what blinds your eyes? Don't look twice, won't you go on? Take me back to the old dirt road where Mama and Papa used to go. Let's sing all them songs from a long time ago and pine for them old days of yore. Well, let me run through the breeze like the leaves on the trees. Let me fly like the leaves when they fall. Well, let my mind go serene like a cool water stream that runs from the mountain so tall. Oh, take me back down the old dirt road. Take me home to rest where the mockingbirds nest and to cry through the green in the spring. Let's go back a ways to the old bygone days and the simple time we lived back when. Well, let the pull of the plow bring the sweat from my brow, and the glow of the fire pull me home. Let me wind down my days in the sweet dusty haze. Take me back down the old dirt road. Oh, take me back down the old dirt road. Take me back down the old dirt road. I go straight from the bank, gassing up the tank, cranking up the radio, playing old Hank. It ain't that long till I'm back at the pond. I'm pulling up the truck down at the dock. It's time to do some cruising, baby, get a little stuck. It's a Saturday joyride, Percy Beast is the spot. We're on a boat, we're feeling fine, drinking Tennessee whiskey, a big blue sky. We're going up, we're coming down. There's a party on the water, it's a hell of a time. We're on a boat, we're killing time, in our own honky tonk with a bottle of wine. We're going up, we're coming down. Cheers to feeling alright, it's a hell of a time. Yeah, we're chilling out here, ladies in the rear, our feet in the water, the top disappears, drinking Malibu Patron or a beer in a cup. We all get to dance and I get to chancing, kissing that country girl, romancing, a whole lot of love bumping out of the bar. Yeah, we're on a boat, we're feeling fine, drinking Tennessee whiskey, a big blue sky. We're going up, we're coming down. Here's the feeling alright, it's a hell of a time. We're on a boat, we're killing time, in our own honky tonk, make the big blue sky. We live it up, we got it down. Here's the feeling alright, it's a hell of a time. I'm falling for a small town girl, so kiss me, darling, rock my world, rock my world, rock my world. Yeah, now it's a hell. We're on a boat, we're feeling fine, drinking Tennessee whiskey, a big blue sky. We're going up, we're coming down. There's a party on the water, it's a hell of a time. We're on a boat, we're killing time, in our own honky tonk with a bottle of wine. We're going up, we're coming down. Cheers to feeling alright, it's a hell of a time. Hell of a time. It's a hell of a time.
It's a hell of a time.
Oh, hell of a
Sure is. You can now support me on my locals community, Tom's Train of Thought. Membership is free, and you can support me for as little as $2 a month now. Just $2 a month. Link is in the description and in the chat.
Out in stormy weather, I might have the blues, but nothing ever stopped me from dusting off my shoes. You might think you'll see me falling to the ground, but I threw up my umbrella when rain starts hitting town. Yeah, on a bad day, on a good day, I don't need no sunshine, 'cause I'm dancing with the rain. You will see me running, thinking I might be insane. I don't need no sunshine, you keep me going strong. I just need my happy face to keep me moving on. Looking out the window, reflecting who I am. No one ever stopped me, not even Uncle Sam. Life might be a struggle, life might be a fight, but I am here to show the world that I can make it right. On a bad day, on a good day, on a bad day, rain keeps raining.
Good evening, everyone. All you fine people on the internet, on Rumble and YouTube. We're streaming on both platforms tonight, both on Rumble and YouTube. We stream every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 7 p.m. So if you have a Rumble account, go on over there and watch it from over there, because we're on there 3 times a week. Okay, so I'm very new to the hobby. Johnny come lately as it were. This time last year, I was flying drones with my free time. Well, you don't like flying drones? I like flying drones. I got a drone that I quit flying because my eyes were going bad. I couldn't keep up with it. So welcome aboard here. And also Jim and Chasco, how you doing? Good to see you in here. And the 13 or 12 other lurkers in here that aren't saying anything. And we got Red Velvet over on the Rumble side so far. And so we're going to be working on the Otis Coal Company. And let me show you what the workbench looks like. Okay. Let me put it over here. All right. Boom. And that's what the workbench looks like right now. I got the tractor almost all put together. Now that I got that together, these wheels right here look a bit too big. So I'm just going to put these wheels on right here. Going to paint them and then put them on there, or just paint them, or just put them on there and then paint them. But we got some of these decals right here. These are dry transfer over here. We're going to put them on these three signs right here. This sign right here gets glued up on top of there. This sign goes off to the side somewhere, and this sign here, you got a shovel on the back, it goes over here on the side. And well, so we'll be doing some of that good stuff. I painted all this other stuff here earlier today, and we're going to see a lot of the things that I did that you missed in the past week since I've been on here last time on YouTube. Good evening, Tom and everyone checking in for a little while. All right, good to see you in here, Bama. Glad you can make it in here. Thanks for stopping in. We're just looking at what we got at the workbench right now. We're almost finished with this thing. So we're going to be looking at a lot of things that I did in the past week. I got a lot done on it, but it doesn't seem like a lot because it's all little itty bitty parts that, that meticulous stuff on there. So it's really, really hard. And there goes Red Velvet over there on the Rumble side. There you go. That's Debbie. Debbie's name on Rumble is Red Velvet. So, hello, Debbie. Thanks for stopping in. Good to see you here. She supports me more than you know. Okay, so if you haven't done so already, you know what to do. Smash that like button, but more than just smash that like button, take a look at this. If you haven't done so already, smash that like button. Follow me on Tom Kavicek or Tom's Trains. Hit the bell notification. And better yet, sign up for Rumble Premium. What are you waiting for? You know why you want to sign up for Rumble Premium? Because you have ad-free viewing. Break free from ad breaks. Watch your favorite videos on live stream without advertisement. That means you don't have to sit there and click through two advertisements before each live stream or video. Then you get premium content. Gain access to exclusive premium content from creators like Steven Crowder, Dr. Disrespect, Tim Pool. They all have it. Even I have it. I'm a premium creator, and I even have the premium content. But if you're familiar with Mud Club, you get that free. If you're familiar with Timcast IRL's Uncensored, you get that free. And he now has the Green Room. You get all that advantages, and you also get a verified badge and other benefits. It's only $9.99 per month, US dollars, $99 per year. So what are you waiting for? Sign up for Rumble Premium now. There you go. Sign up for Rumble Premium now. It's a good deal. $99 a year. What are you going to do on here? Well, Debbie, work on the thing. OTISCOAL. There we go. I'll put that up there. She's right here.
You echoing.
I'm echoing right now?
Mm-hmm.
On the ad or right now?
Right now, when you're talking, you're echoing.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Debbie says I'm echoing. I'm still echoing now?
Oh, no.
Okay. She's going to check now. I probably know why I was echoing because I still had the laptop view up. Am I still echoing? Echo. All right.
You're good now.
Okay. See, Debbie, I'm good. Woohoo! Debbie says I'm good now. Okay. Hey, Rob R. Good to see you in here. Glad you can make it. I'm not echoing now. Okay. So I turned off the thing where I had the other microphone on in the other room. So I'm not echoing now. So that's good to know. Seems just on the Rumble spot. Okay. I was wondering about that. So I'm going to have to turn off the microphone when I play that from now on. Sometimes you get an echo on it. Sometimes you don't. Sometimes you feel like a nut. Sometimes you don't. Peter Paul has nuts. Mounds don't. Or is it the other way around? Peter Paul. Okay. I don't know. It's been a long time. Help me out here. All right. So before we get to do anything, we're going to talk about and say thank you to all the supporters on here. And I'm going to shut my microphone off while I do this. You can now support me on my local community, Tom's Train of Thought. Membership is free, and you can support me for as little as $2 a month now. Just $2 a month. Link is in the description and in the chat.
Thank you for your contributions during the live stream. I really appreciate it. I would also like to thank all the moderators who have helped me out in the past years. Thank you very much.
Just like that guy said, thank you very much. Now, before we get to the workbench, we're going to do some train shows here. So let me get this thing set up for you. And so we could take a look at some train shows here, and we'll do it the proper way with the train show Dumaflachi here. There we go. I got trainshows.net up here on the thing. Now this, I just found this a couple of weeks ago, and this has got a pretty good collection of train shows, but it doesn't have all of them like Golden Spike Enterprises isn't on here, and the Villages isn't on here. Timonium isn't on here. So I guess the individual train show people have to contact this place here, but they got a lot of good ones on here. This is what they have on their homepage, but let's go over to the calendar and see what they got. Train show calendar, and we'll do United States and go down this way here. And I'll just go over some of the ones that I know that I am familiar with anyway, because there's a lot of them on here. Okay, this first one, Pensacola River Fest, April 26th and 27 in Pensacola, Florida. And you go over here, and this takes you to their page here where it explains it a little bit more. And then you got to click on it again, and it takes you to the actual website for the train show. So here's the information for the Pensacola Model Railroad Club, who is putting on this thing, admission $10. And I'm sure it's a nice one. I've always wanted to see it. Whenever I go to Tallahassee, I see what they advertise it there. But it's another 2 hours from Tallahassee, so that's like an 8-hour drive for me. So somewhere that I am not gonna be able to go to, because even Tallahassee is a overnighter. So let's get back to over here. So it's a long way to go. So okay, so let's go to the next one that I know about. There's New Hampshire, Delaware, Florida, Stuart, Florida, Martin County Model Railroaders Spring Free Open House in Martin County. That's Stuart, Florida. That's on the East Coast. That's about an hour and a half from here. West Springfield, Massachusetts. That's the Amherst. Let's go to that one right there. 2025 Northeast Large Scale Train Show moves to the Better Living Center. They talked about this last year. They had anywhere from S scale all the way up to 7.5 inch gauge. So they had a lot of stuff going on at that train show up in Amherst. Debbie's cracking up here. All right. Thank you, Debbie. So if you're up in that area, go take a look at what they got. Okay. So let's go back to here. All right. Great Midwest Train Show, Wheaton, Illinois. That one comes up a lot. Martinsburg, West Virginia, Bunker Hill Train Show. Let me see what else we got. Brooksville, Florida. That is a Regal Railway one. And that's enough for those. So I'll take you to some of these other ones. Let me get rid of this one here. Get rid of that one there. Boom. And here we go. Timonium, May 3rd and 4th, which should be a good show. Everybody up in the Baltimore area. There's a lot of model railroaders up there. Ray Boble usually puts on a open house, at least on the Saturday, I think. He has been for the past couple of years, has a barbecue, and you get to see all his train stuff there. Hey, Train Freak, how you doing? Good to see you in here. Glad you can make it. All right. So we're talking about Timonium right here. So May 3rd and 4th. Make sure if you're up in the Maryland area or Pennsylvania or Delaware or West Virginia, up around in that area, even if you're in New Jersey, go over to Baltimore and go to the Timonium Fairgrounds to see that one there. What else do we have here? And then here's the Southern Division of the Train Collectors Association. And where do they have their train shows? Okay, let me find their train shows here. Meats. Where's the beef? Polish American Social Club, Prime Vista Boulevard, Port St. Lucie, Florida. This is on May the 10th. Table registration and all that good stuff. This is Train Collector Association. Where is it? Port St. Lucie. I'm not sure where Port St. Lucie is, but hey, Jeff Sykes, good to see you in there. From Michigan. All right. Glad you could make it in here. Thanks for stopping in. All right. So here's all the other local ones here. We got most of them Regal Railway, May 17. June 1st, we got train show Azan Shrine Center. That's Melbourne. We like to go to that one because TRF Trains is about 2 miles from there. And it has probably the closest train shop to us. And then June 21st, Regal Show, Pinellas Park. August 16th, Regal Show, Pinellas Park. September 7th, another Melbourne. September 13th, Regal, another one. September 20th, the Villages Model Railroad Club. So they don't have the D-Land in here, but I think there's the D-Land in July. Golden Spike doesn't have that up there yet, but Golden Spike sponsors D-Land, Atlanta, Jacksonville, and Columbus, I think. Or no, this one here, the Buckeye Railroad and Model Train Show, Ohio one. So that one's on April 26th. So they haven't updated their website yet, so they got to get on the ball right there. So, and then here's the Greenberg Trains and Great Train Show and Great Midwest Trains. So here's all the list of it right here. Boom, boom, boom. And you know where all these things are. And here's the Regal Railway one. This is the local one where they do stuff in the local area of Florida. They're everywhere, every month. And then here's the Tallahassee Model Railroad Show and Sale. Senior Chief puts on this one up in Tallahassee. Two buildings. We've been up there the last couple of years. That's a really nice one. That's one. That's an overnighter for us. We got to go up there on a Friday night and spend the night, and then hit that in the morning. So it's always a good show. A lot of T-track there. The whole wall from end to end is nothing but T-track going everywhere. So the T-track fanatics there. Yeah, there you go. Hit the thumbs up. Thank you for putting that up there. I really appreciate it. Let me put this thing up here. There we go. Boom. Yeah, smash it. Here, let's run some trains over here too. There you go. Right up there. Okay. All right. So I think that's all I got right there. That's all of them. So let me get rid of this. That's Regal. Boom. There's that one there. There's the Golden Spike. Train collectors. You all know Timonium. And let me go back to the home page here and put this up in the chat so you could see right here. I'll put this up on both so you could all see it. Make sure I got the right thing up there. And there it is right there. Trainshows.net. So train shows everywhere, but they're getting slow. They're getting spread out. Let's put it that way. They're spread out now because snowbirds are heading up north, and it's not as busy here in Florida right now. So that's a good thing. We can go to CVS and get our prescriptions and don't have to wait in line for a half an hour behind everybody. And if you go to a restaurant, you don't have to sit there and wait 45 minutes to eat. So that's a good thing. So officially, I think it's Mother's Day where season is over here in Florida. And I just looked up the Sugar Express because we just seen that this past weekend, and I put that up on Rumble. If you have Rumble, go over there and check it out. If you got Rumble Premium, you'll be able to see all 5 videos or whatever it is I put up on there. of all the times we've seen the Sugar Express, but I was looking on their webpage, and they stop their excursions May 18th. So nothing happens here in Florida in the summertime. So no, nothing happens. And my daughter's coming down here in July, and there's nowhere to take her. We don't have snowbirds here, just crazy rednecks. Oh, we got crazy rednecks here, but half a year we got crazy snowbirds. The Q-tips behind the steering wheel, driving in the left lane making a right turn, or driving in the right lane making a left-hand turn. They're causing accidents everywhere. There's more accidents around here in the wintertime than any other time of the year. So, but what would you do without them? A lot of nice people. We got a guy up at the end of the block from Iowa. He's got his 1940 something. I think it's a Ford. He just put it on his trailer. He had it. Takes it to car shows down here. He's heading back to Iowa in the morning. So a lot of nice people. The guy across the street from him, he used to come down every year, but I think he's down here permanent now. He just works on old cars all the time. All the time. There's a lot of people down here working on old cars. Yeah, all the time. Q-tips, there you go. You got it. Behind the steering wheels. The old white-haired ladies. Short white-haired ladies. Yeah, you got that right. All right. So we are going to look at the whatchamacallit, this thing right here, the workbench. Okay, this is what it looked like this afternoon. I was painting all that stuff right there. And I'm going to get you up to date on what I've been doing. I got about 30, let me see how much here. That's 16, 36, 20, 40, 50. I got about an hour's worth of video before we even step foot in the workbench, just to catch you up on what I've been doing. It's easier to do the stuff and record it just in one fell sweep with no cuts or anything like that. And I just put it up here and show it to you right now because it's more comfortable right here. It's nice and air conditioned. It's not in the workbench. And then you could see what I've been doing, and then we could talk about it, and then we'll head on over to the workbench and do some more stuff. So this first 20-minute clip is what I did. I think it was on last Tuesday. So let me bring you over here to this thing right here. And I'm cutting little pieces of wire for the rail for Otis Coal Company. And you can see it right there. And I'll turn my microphone off and be quiet. I'll flatten out the one side. Yeah, we'll flatten out both sides. See you later, Jason. Thanks for stopping in. Good and flat. As flat as we're going to get it. All right. Let's see how we're going to do this here. Yep. Got a lot of stuff in the way here, so I'm going to set this up on the side, and we'll just have to roll it into there and put some glue on a couple of these tie plates. I might have to bend this one over just a little bit to get that one to line up. Put a little bit of glue right there and then push on it. Into place. Like this. Come on. Right there. And just hold that until the glue dries. And then you will never know that there was a splice in the rail right there. Well, and if you tell anybody, that's on you. And I'm not going to tell anybody. Oops, get back over there. Stay there. Let me put some of this accelerant on there. Okay. I hope the accelerant's still good because it's about 15 years old. Yeah, it still works. The only thing it leaves the oily residue right there. So there we go. There's the rail on there. Let's get a see if you can get a good look at that. See, you can't even tell where it's spliced in there. All right. I used 25,000 music wire on there instead of using the supplied wire that Wood and Scenics gave me because it was all bent out of shape. And here's the little buggy that fits up on there. And there's no flanges on this thing, so the flanges on here aren't that big, so there's no way to keep it on there, so we'll just have to set it up there. Now the fun part is going to be this, and I'm saving this for the very last, and I just, oh boy. I super glued my tweezers together. This stuff right here goes on top of these pulleys down here and then goes underneath and over top of some of this stuff here. So not sure how I'm going to do that. I might have to get a wire and run it through there and then pull it through with the wire. We'll see. I'll have to take a good look at it straight down this way to see what I could do, and I could probably fish a wire down through there because there's a roller right here on these long ones right here. There's a roller on there, so we have to go up on top of it. There's a roller here. We come down onto this roller here on that drum, bring it up over top there, and there should be Yeah, from the bottom of the drum, it'll come up on top of this roller. There's a roller right here. Go on top of that one, come all the way down here, and then come up on the back. And I drilled a hole on the back of this pulley, and I don't know if that string will come up there. I'm going to have to get some thread instead of that string because I don't think I have enough of this stretchy string right here. I know I don't. And then bring it all the way back and then wrap it around. So that's going to be the very, very last thing we do on that thing because that's going to be a pain in the ass to do. So this is all the piano wire or the music wire that I had left of that. It was one long piece and one like half a piece. So I'll just leave this out and throw this part out. Or was there another one in there? Oh my goodness. There was another one in there, a full piece. I didn't even see it. Okay. So let's just shove this one down in there. And we'll put this back in stock. Okay, right there. And I'll let that stick out a little bit. All right. So what are we going to do next? Here's this. So what we have to do now is paint some stuff. So I think I got some green paint here for the tractor. I'm going to paint this green. I'm going to put the shingles green too. Or should I paint the shingles brown? Okay, so I got Christmas green. I don't have John Deere green, but I got Christmas green. Let me see if I got another green over here somewhere. I know I got a shoebox full of green, but I'm not going to go through all those shoe boxes. Let me see. I think I had another green here somewhere. Maybe not. No, I guess that's the only green. Oh, wait a minute. Here we go. This one's low. Classic. I'll do classic green right there. Okay. We'll see how that works. How close that is to John Deere green. Or is Ford green too? Ford tractors, are they green? I'm not sure. I know when I was in the Air Force, there was a guy, he was from Wisconsin, Gatlinger, I think his name was. And his parents kept on sending him pictures of them tearing down the old silo and putting up a new silo. And he had pictures of tractors all over his wall, big old posters of tractors. Okay. There we go. That looks good. I'm trying not to get inside the grooves in there. Just want to go over top of them. Where the radiator is. Okay. So I'm not sure if the motor's green on these tractors or not. I'm going to have to look at a picture. Let's get down in there on the bottom too. Well, I'll just do everything on the outside, and we'll the engine, we'll do a different color. Up here. And I gotta leave some bare metal here for gluing. Do this right here. I'll do the bottom of the seat. Okay, that looks about right. And let me do I could do this in green too, huh? I'll just have to do some of the pivot points on here, a different color, make it grease. There's an air cylinder or a hydraulic cylinder right there. So that part has to be shiny. The shaft on that anyway. And the front face of that curved right there, that's where the scoop gets glued in, and the back is where it glues into the axle by the wheel. And we'll dirty this up with some pastels or some other chalks or something, whatever, afterwards, to make it look like it's been in the coal for years. Okay, so there's that. The wheels will paint black. Anything else we're gonna? I'll make the back. I'll make this green too. At least the back of it green. Front of it will be metallic and some black from the coal. Has some shiny spots on it. We've got a lot of flash on the edge of that. I'm going to get off of there. Can't see that. Did not see that before. Okay. Alright, now I can finish painting it. Nope, not with that. I'll put a little bit of green over here on this side, around the edges, but that'll get covered up with black and some shiny spots on it. Okay, so there's that. I think that's all we got with the green. Let me do one of the barrels since I got the green out. I'll do one of these barrels here in green. Get some of that flash off right there. And I'll do the center with white. Okay, let me see if we got any more here. I'll do another one. Got the flash off of that one there, so let's see if we got any more paint over here. There we go. Okay, just a little bit more. And on the top and the bottom. Okay, there we go. All right. Let me see if there's anything else we can make green on here. Huh? Let's do some of this in the back here. We got some red. We'll make his Christmas colors here. Well, that other stuff is metal right there, so I got to make that a little bit darker. That'll be enough on that. Let me see on this palette right here.
Every time I ask you out.
Well, nothing on that palette. I guess that's it for the green. Let me see what we got over here. Oh, here we go. We got a motor here. We'll make the motor green.
Might as well get used to it, baby. It's what my love is all about.
That's a spare motor.
And you don't have to thank me every time I bring you things. Might be flowers.
They hold it by the gears.
Even a diamond ring. I can tell what I need to know from the way you hold me tight, from the way you hug and kiss me. all through the night. You don't have to say yes when I fall down on one knee. No, baby,
All right, what else we
you
got?
don't have to say yes when I fall down on one knee.
There's another motor that doesn't have a gear on it, so I'll just grab it by the shaft right there. Hopefully, this looks like a transmission.
Yes, indeed.
Not really a transmission. There's small parts sticking out of it. So, and there's an eyelid up on top. So it was something that had to be hanging from something. So we'll figure out what it is. But right now, it's going to get painted green, like everything else. What else? Now here's a rear end. What's this? Okay, we got, looks like a gearbox on the bottom, a box on the top here, a motor, okay, an air cylinder on the side there. I don't know exactly what that is, but we'll save that for later. All right. Now I painted the bottom of these. These are probably lubricators here. So I'll paint the top of them green. I painted the bottom red. Get some more Christmas colors here.
That's what my love is all about.
Yeah, we could put a little bit of black in there on every dabs of black for the grease and stuff. There's a ladder. Let's do the ladder in green right here. One of these ladders goes up against the deal. Where's that glob? I've got some globs over there. I think it's the last thing we'll do right here with the green. And then clean the brush. And then see what else we got. We got two ladders. We'll just make one ladder green. We got to put a ladder up against this thing right here. There's a lot of extra parts in there. There's a couple spare tires. So let me clean this brush and see what we got. All right, this looks good. We're going to take a little break. Sit back and relax for a few minutes before we do any more work. See what Debbie's up to. Ooh, I missed some on the side there. Let's see if we can get it over here. There you go. All right. Yeah. Uh-oh. That's raising up there. Let me put some of this stuff over here. We're going to have to, before I take a break, make sure this is down good and tight. So that's sticking up right there. So you need to hit some glue right there and then hold it down. Put your goggles back on. Get it over here where I can see. Okay, where do I need it the most? Yeah, there's a lot that it missed. Okay, so right here. Right there. We'll hold that down. And then work our way down. Hold that like that for a minute. I try not to use that accelerator too much because it messes with my nose. It seems like every time I use that, my nose plugs up. So I got to dab some of the excess off of there. That one stuck, this didn't stick. Okay, just hold that a little bit closer. That's in here now. Let me put some down here. Just hold it like that. And the other side seems to be, oh man, look at this over here too. Well, I finally got it put together. And that was Tuesday. So let's go ahead, or no, that was Monday afternoon. So let's go ahead to earlier today whenever I'm not going to get away from painting these parts because here's some more parts that I ended up painting today. Now some of these detail parts, like over here, I don't think these went with the kit, but they were other parts that were woodland scenics, but these are the ones right here that I'm going to be painting. Some of these I painted the other night. As far as the tractor goes, I still got to do the back wheels, the front wheels, and I still have to modify something to get this thing to work. Get some of this flash off of here yet. Because the front wheels, and let me take you back where I was. I drilled some holes in here to make it a little bit easier. And what I'll do is I'll put some of that right there and put a little piece of plastic in to come up on the bottom of the tractor right here. And let me scrape a little bit off so we can glue on there. This is Christmas green that we did the other night, and I have a bunch of other greens, and but we'll keep this the same. I have to do the cylinder right there, paint some silver onto the cylinder, and then paint these wheels right here, and that'll be it. But this is the what is this? It's a classic green, not Christmas green. I thought it was Christmas green. And here's the Christmas green. So I used the classic green, not the Christmas green. Okay, so we're good on that. I'm going to have to do some more wood somewhere. Yeah, so we're going to use the honey brown. We're going to use the rusted pipe for right on the edge of these rails right here. I'm going to have to get some yellow ochre to touch up on the sides of the. This is celery. Let me see. Where's my okra? Okay, I put it back over here somewhere. Yeah. Okay, yellow ochre. And I have a few blacks. I have the zinc right here. This one here. This is wrought iron and pure black. That ought to get me through on the black parts that I need. Let me get some. I need the white, titanium white for the middle of the barrels. Right there, titanium white. And let me get some blue for the other barrels, because I did some of the barrels in green. I'll do primary blue, and we could use that on. And let me get some primary red on here too, because we got a red flashing light. That's red rust, so that's not the red that I want. Okay, what's this red one right here? This is true red, so we'll use that for the lamp, because there's a flashing light on the sign, and the sign says do not put anything on the scale when the light is red. Okay, so what other colors will we need here? We'll need the one silver. Okay, so let me get the silver out. Now I use the one really metallic silver. Here's a gray. Man, I got a lot of different colors to paint on here. Okay. And this is the one that I've been using on this stuff over here and on the crane. I'm going to use this bright silver on the cylinders and on the shovel and inside here where the metal is being scraped. And where's the scoop? Here's the scoop for the tractor. I'm going to put a little bit of silver inside there and some other places like on there. In here, I'm going to have to darken this up and darken some of these gears and in these wheels right here with the black. So we're ready to paint. Let me put my goggles on. Whoa, that took a while to figure all that stuff out. And on these signs, there's a sign that goes on here, the sign that goes on here, that goes up on top of that. And then there's another sign over here somewhere with a shovel. Oh, yeah. And here's the sign that goes next to the scale over here. It's got a shovel hanging up on it. So we're going to have to paint that, paint the shovel on there. So let's start off with painting. How many of these do we have for the, we'll do this one last over here, because let's do some titanium white over here on the barrels. And we might find other place to put some white. I doubt it, because there won't be too much white. So let's get the white out of the way, the titanium white for the barrels. Here's another barrel over here and another barrel over here with some junk on top of it. So we got 6 barrels to do the center part with the titanium white. So we'll get that done first. And we could probably do the bottom of these lamps. We'll put the white on that too. And I got one that fell off, or I got knocked off. There should be 3 of them here somewhere, so I should have another one here someplace. Yeah, it's back here. Okay, so here's the other one. I already did that one, but we'll put the white on the bottom of it. Okay, so here we go. Getting ready to paint. So we'll use this one right here. This is a number 2, I think. Yeah, number 2. So I already did the green on these two right here. So we'll just hit the center of it with white. I need a little bit more on the brush there. Okay. I'm a little sloppy today with this. Might have to go over it with the green again. So we'll move this one over here. Oops. Get it off of there. Come on. My for some reason I'm a little shaky today on this. Not sure why. I might have to eat a candy bar. That might do the trick. You know, we'll make these. I got some blue and I got some red. I'll make these blue, and I'll make the top of it white. And I didn't get enough flash off of that one there. That's all right. We won't see that. Here's my tweezers. A lot of barrels, it depends on the manufacturer. Um, some of them have a white top. Some of them have the same color top as the side. It, you know, some of them have the white in the center. You see red ones, we see blue ones, you see green ones. So we'll have a variety of them here. The other ones I have green on the side, green and the green top, and this one will be blue with the white top and bottom. Put that over there. Where's this one here? This one has junk on the top. So there's a box on the top of that one. So, and then there's a sledgehammer, or it looks, no, not a sledgehammer, but that's yeah, it looks like a sledgehammer or something. See if I can span that whole thing. Yeah, there we go. All right, we're getting that. This is the most boring thing about painting, and I'll be able to go over that. I'm not worried about getting weight on the handle of the hammer because we're going to paint over that. And this one, This barrel is laying on its side. There's a box with a saw on it on the top of the box. So we'll just do the white here. Try to get it down in there as much as we can. And we'll do white on the top and bottom of it. Okay. Do we need white anywhere else? Yes, on the bottom of these right here. So I'll make the bottom of these lamps inside the reflector. You won't see them, but you'll know it's there. I already did that in red, and we still got to do the support arm.
Ring, ring, ring.
Okay, here. Okay. Here's that motor right there. We won't put anything on. Well, maybe we'll do the data plate in white. Can we see the data plate on that thing? No, we can't see it. Maybe the bands on it. Maybe we could just dry brush some white across there. Yeah, there we go. Give it a little bit of detail on it. And on the eye loop right there. There we go. Make it look like it's got a data plate on it right there. Okay, there we go. There's another little motor over here someplace. Yeah, this one right here. This one's got a lot of detail on it. I'm not sure what this is on here. So we'll dry brush some over on this side. Just highlight a few things on there to make it stand out. Okay, there we go. What else can we do here? We'll do the same thing on this. Not sure what this is, but I did a little bit of red and a little bit of green on that. So I'll just put a little bit of white on that. Put some white on these springs right here. Dry brush it on. So make them pop a little bit. There's another one right there. Put some on. Let's do a little bit more right here on the edges of the. Yeah, we got another one over here. We'll hit this with another color too. It's always good to put multiple colors on some of this stuff here. What else can we do here? Let's hit these data plates on here. Do a dry brush on the front of these. Oop, a little bit too much. Yeah, that looks a little bit better. We'll stick some in the back here. And then we got to do some of this top. Put some black on the top here. What else we got? We got an anvil right there. We got some a spool with wire in it. Just make the put a little bit of white in there, and then we'll put a little bit of silver in it too. And get it to pop a little bit better. And what else? Let's stick some in the engine compartment here. A little bit of white in there. That's just a primer in there right now, but okay, let's do the oil filter right here. Let's do one of these stacks in white. Now let's do the top of the steering wheel. This is a wire that I glued in place. Let's put a little bit of white in here, and then we'll cover it up with some darker color. Put some white on the seat here. Where else? Okay. Let's do the dry brush across here with the white. And that'll bring out some of the edges on here. Yeah, let's do something on this one here too, because we're going to have to put a lot of different colors on this, because this looks like a little motor with a, I don't know what it is, a motor with a shaft coming down into a little gearbox down here. So we'll have to do that a little bit later. Okay, that's about enough for the white. All right. Well, this is a for all these small details. This number 2 is just really a broad swipe on it. So let me see what else we can do over here. Let's do some of the wood. Oh, I forgot this one right here. So we'll put that in that pile right there. Okay, so let's do some of the honey brown for the wood. We'll start it off with the yellow, with the honey brown, and then we'll do some yellow ochre on it. Bring out the highlights on it. And there we have a saw right there, so we're going to have to use a little bit of silver and some other, maybe like wrought iron mixed in with the silver. We'll see what looks best. We'll play around with it. It's wood right there. Yeah, that's not wood, but okay, we'll do the shafts on these. We got 2 shovels and a pick on here, so we'll start it off with this right here, and then we'll put some more colors in it later. Where's the other wood? Here's a block with an anvil on it. So with a sledgehammer right next to it, leaned up against it. Okay, where's that? Okay, what else? Let me put a little bit more on this palette here, right here. Okay, and then we got this ladder. We already did one ladder on here that went right over there. So we'll find a place for this one right here. Let's put it on the naked side here. in between. Put that on the bottom here where I've been holding it. Okay, put that over there. What else do we have? We got some wood on this thing here. I think this is all wood. And this is the sign that goes up on top of the roof of the scale. So, and there we have a dry transfer that goes on top of this on one side of it. We won't put anything on the bottom of this because that's the part that gets glued. We're going to get the edges. And this part right here. Let's turn it over. And then that little thing right there. Okay, that's going to be covered up with a decal. Okay. So that looks, oh, here's a shovel right here. All right. That looks like about it. Let me put a little bit of, oh, here we go. We got to get, this is all wood right here, so. I'm going to get this whole thing with the edges here too. And the other side. Don't you just love these detail parts that you gotta paint to get everything to look good? Okay, so that looks like about it. We gotta, okay, what's this right here? There's a box right there. So let me get the paint off of this right here. Got paint and glue on the tip of my tweezers. Okay, so we got a box and we got a, looks like a sledgehammer. Another sledgehammer, or there's, that's an axe right there. So what we got to do is get real close with this, and we'll just try to dry brush that on right there. There we go. Okay. What else? One sign, two sign. Was there another sign here? Where's the sign with the... Oh, here's the sign right here. Here's another sign. This one's wood also. So this is the last wood piece right here. And the top of that is the red light. So we'll grab this by the light, flip it over, and there's a shovel sitting up against it. So we got stuff to play with on there. We got a shovel. Add some detail on the shovel a little bit later with another color. Get in the little crevice in there. Okay, that's the last piece of wood, I think. Let me see if we got anything on here. Nope. We got all that taken care of. I'm going to put another color in there because on the picture that looks white, but I got that as red, so we'll address that a little bit later. And it said there were some logs that came with this that are supposed to sit along right in here, but I didn't see any. But I got a lot of detail parts everywhere else. I'm going to clean this brush and cut this off and come back with another color. Oh my goodness. That was a lot of work. All right. Holy coal. Holy moly. Okay. Let me get this out of here. There you go. All right. We're gonna head on over to the workbench right now. I'm just checking the chat from over there. Me and Ken's been talking over there on Rumble. If you got a Rumble account, head on over there. We're over there too. Here, I'll put this up in the chat. He was using gray clay. I just never found any of that worked well. I was using a hot melt glue gun one day and tried it, and I've liked it ever since. To each his own. Yeah, that's whatever works. That's how you do it. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to head on over into the workbench because all you've seen was videos of what we did earlier. And I'm going to shut this microphone off here and over at the workbench. And before we go over to the workbench, you're going to have to listen to this thing here. But I'm going to shut this off, the microphone, so we don't get any feedback. And you can see I put the tractor together, but I'm going to have, I found another tractor from another kit, and I'll tell you about it when I get over there. Don't forget, if you're not on Rumble yet, go over and create an account on Rumble. All you have to do is fill out the information just like you did on YouTube. And once you're over there, click on Rumble Premium when you're watching my live stream so you could get all the advantages of a premium account. Get all the premium content put out by me and by other creators here on Rumble. So what are you waiting for? It's it's a no-brainer. It's $9.99 a month or $99 a year. It comes out to $8.25 per month. And you've seen that thing that I put out there earlier. And by this time, that should be enough time for me to walk back over into the other computer to set things up over there. So we'll see you over there. And don't forget to sign up for Rumble if you haven't done so already. And click on the Rumble Premium button down below this stream. To figure out when that ad would be done. I had 1 minute and 10 seconds to get over here, but that's a little bit too long to get over here. So we got it done. All right. So, well, when I'm over here, I can't put this up in the chat. So we'll just have to wing it here. Don't people move to Florida to get away from the cold and snow? Yeah, they do. I came down here for work. All right, West, we'll see you. Thanks for stopping in. I really appreciate it. I got this much done with the tractor right here. I put the wheels on. I put the scoop in the front and all this good stuff right there. So, but I didn't put the wheels on. We had these other wheels here, and I'm going to show you something. I got Tractor Pit Stop, and it's got a tractor in there. So we're going to take a look at how the front wheels look on that tractor. But let me put you down on the lower part right here. Okay, so let me open this thing up here. And I bought this at Awesome Trains and Hobbies in Fort Myers. And that had to be maybe about 15 years ago because that place shut down after the owner died. And later, the other owner started up Metro Trains and Hobbies. So that's how long that's been sitting on the shelf. I've been neglecting it. But we'll see what the wheels look like in the tractor because the ones that I have here, I was going to use these two right here, but they look kind of big for this. That would stick it up way too high. And this is the only other one here, but there's no shaft in the middle. So I was thinking of just gluing it on like that. And then bring it up to the right height. So I want to see what's in this kit here for the front wheels. And well, they got different tread for the back wheels, but that looks like the front wheels. Yeah, it's almost the same thing, but it's right here, but they're not quite together. So that's what the wheels are supposed to be. Because here's the thing right there. I don't know if you can see it in there. But it's the same tractor, but it's got rubber wheels on this one, rubber tires. So I was right. This is the thing, but it shows it a lot different in the drawing. So we'll just we'll just glue that on there, and then we'll paint it later, because I know you're tired of watching me paint. And oh, don't you love this turf right here? Oh boy. I got a lot of these Woodland Scenics kits, and I got a lot of these bags. I have to look for it. You know, they give you the dirt and coal. They gave me 2 grades of coal for this kit here, but I got it in a box, different box someplace. I'll have to find it. So we'll see how that looks like. All right, so now that we got that figured out, we could glue something on here now. Well, I will glue the front wheels on there, and we'll paint it later, because I know you've seen enough paint. So I'll just dab a little bit of glue on that spot right there with my super glue. And we'll move on to putting some of these dry transfer decals on. So instead of using that navy blue on the barrels right here, I went and used crisp blue. This looks more realistic, more like the blue that they use on the barrels than navy blue. So that worked out better with that one. So let me put my goggles on first so I can see what I'm doing, and move this shit out of the way. And also, I just left on this one here, I just left the khaki, and I just went over it with the India ink solution to fill in the little cracks right there for the shingles. So that looks pretty good like that. So I'm just going to leave it like that. I was going to paint it a different color, but it looks good like that. We'll leave it right there. So there's the glue. Let me see the shiny spot on here. I think I got a couple of shiny spots. That's the last one right there that I filed down. So we'll just put it on here like this. And we'll paint that on there later. I'll just set that right there. Hold it there for a second. And I lost it. Okay, let me get it back there. I filed down a couple of places on here, but okay, here we go. Get on there. And I was using that accelerant, but I think that accelerant messes with my nose. Because every time I use it, my nose gets all plugged up. So there we go. We'll work on that later. So that's the tractor. That was the dilemma. That's what I was getting all flustered about, because these looked a little bit too big, and I don't know where they go. They might be for a different kit, or maybe just some spare parts for this over here to put around here as junk. But all this stuff over here that I did not paint, it's over here on the side. You can't see it. I showed it to you earlier. I didn't paint it. There was another little crane there, or the end of a crane, but I'm just going to use that in junk piles. So that's okay right there. And here's the one sign with the little shovel up against it. I got to do a little bit more with the wood on this side. And that's supposed to be red. I didn't get the red out yet. So I got to make sure I got the right side for the signs on here. There we go. So these are dry transfer signs. The big one, Otis Coal Company, goes right there. This one over here, it says keep off scale when light is red. So this is supposed to be a red light right here. And then this one right here, what the hell does that say? Howell Richardson. So that must be the scale company. Never heard that one. And they got a little Pepsi Cola sign in there. So they got lump, mine run and oak kindling. There's supposed to be some wood, little chunks of wood to come in here, but I don't see it, so I'll have to look through all my junk. And I'm just trying to figure out the best way to do this, and I'm not sure if I should cut this out first. Let me cut this out. Cut this away from the other ones, so I don't mess up the other ones while I'm doing this here. Get this right here. And I might have to do a couple passes on this because this isn't that sharp. There we go. All right. Now, I've used these dry transfers a lot on other kits. Maybe I should cut the top off too, close. Because there's a big lip on that, so that'll just get in the way. So we'll just go real close to it. Okay, trim this off here. Trim this side off and we'll be good to go. Okay. I'm surprised. This thing is so old. I'm surprised that this didn't come off of the paper here, because I've had other dry transfers that come off. It wasn't even that old. Okay, so I'll get this positioned in here like so. And we'll get where's my burnishing tool? Get it over here. Start with this thing. I'll use the big end on it. And you can see the paper's lifting up over here where it's coming off, where it's already stuck. Make sure we got it all. And it looks like it. Oh, there's one little piece that didn't go on there. Let me get this back over here. One little piece didn't stick. There we go. There we go. There's your sign right there. Okay. That was the easy one. Now the small ones. Oh my goodness. So this one goes up on top of the roof like that. And that one says, that one is this one over here. So, Let's see if we can do this without cutting all that other stuff off of there. See if we can get that in there like that. It's going to be difficult, and that's upside down, so do it right. I might have to trim it. Let me trim it, and then I'll put it in there.
Golden trinkets, mobile phone, expensive shoes, you can get your own. It's gonna love you. Yeah, I'm gonna love you. I'm gonna love you, babe. Cross my heart, hope you die.
What you gotta do to get these things to look good, but it's well worth it. And then once you get it on there, you gotta dirty it up some.
I'm gonna love you, babe. Cross my heart, hope you die.
Okay. So that's close enough right there. Put that right here. Boom. Hold that end down. I might have to use the small end of this one. Just to get into the little corners there. Use the big part for the center. And move over here. And that looks like it did it. There we go. Hal Richardson. Okay, there's that one right there. You barely see it, but you gotta look close. Now this other one, this goes off to the side, and it's on the side where you got the wood grain over here. So it says keep off the scales when light is red. So I think we could have some left over on the sides here so we don't have to trim it all the way down. And I'm going to have to find some little pieces of wood to put this lump and mine run on it. I don't know why they put a Pepsi Cola in there in a coal place. Okay. Tweezers. Right there. You itty bitty thing. Keep off the scales when light is red. Okay. Oops. It moved on me. So we got to get back over there into the right spot. Right there. And there we go. There it is. Keep off the scale when light is red. You can't see it from air, but take my word for it. That's what it says. So that's our 3 signs. And on the side of these, they have, it looked like there's little plaques like lump and mine run over here. We'll put, I'll cut a little piece of basswood and put that on there sometime later. But there you go. So basically all I got to do now is glue all this stuff on here and then put the scenic material on. But I think even before I put the crane on, I'm going to do all the scenic material because I just worry about this thing. This part right here, this was probably the hardest part to do of this entire kit. Running the string in there. Now, I'm not finished with the string. Okay, because this goes right here. And then this piece goes up on top of it to hold it in place. But I'm going to do all the scenery on here before I glue that together. But this thing's going to go back over here someplace. I'm going to mount this on a little thing, and it's going to be on the other side of the tracks because that's how it shows it in the picture. What else do we have here? I'm going to have to paint that, but you don't want to watch me painting tonight. So what can I glue on here? Let me glue. I'll just glue this on here like that because this is supposed to go on there like this. And I've put a little bit of more silver in there. And the only thing I have to do is I have to touch up that, but you don't want to watch me paint anymore tonight. So I'll just glue this on here. And I'll use, I don't know if the Alien's Tacky Glue will work on that. With metal to wood, probably not. So I'll put some CA on it. So getting the edges. I shouldn't have painted the bottom, huh? So that's enough bare metal there. And here's the other ladder. I gotta glue that into place. So let me see, we want it to go this way here. So alright. Oh no, did I glue the lid back on again? Oh, there we go. Good old super glue. I'm not going to smear it on with my fingers because I'll glue my fingers together. I'll just smear it and let it drip out like this over here. And then try to center that in there. And there we go. This goes like over here. I think I'll just put it up here like that. So we just need to put some little glue right here. And then once we scenic this, it'll hold the bottom in place. So probably the next workbench, we'll be working on another kit. So I got to figure out what I'm going to get out of here. Because this one is almost done. I painted some more on this little buggy. I put the black in the middle there and put some more silver on the edges of the wheels. Dry brush some black in there. Which one did I use? I used zinc on the inside of there and put a little bit of silver. Just show like there's some bare metal in there in places. Put a little bit more silver in here. And one thing I'm going to have to do, I'm not going to use this elastic string that they supplied here because I don't think I have enough. Because it has to go around the roller here on the bottom of this and all the way back up over on the top and then back down. And that's not going to be enough even if I stretch it out all the way. So, and that's too friggin' hard to work with. So I have some black thread here someplace that I'll do that some other time, and we'll show you the results of what it all looks like afterwards. Now here's the tractor. Boom. So there you go. Works out really good right there. There's the tractor right there. All right. And so these barrels right here, I did it in blue. Some of them I did all blue. Some of them I did blue with white in the center. We got boxes up on the top. I still have to paint. Put a little bit of yellow ochre on them and on the handle. That looks like an axe right there. This thing, this light goes right over here. And this one sign goes over here also. I glue that on there later. So that goes on this, all that stuff goes on a scale. So we'll put that scale stuff over here. This goes on the roof. So that's all for the scale. That's over there. So I did a couple of the cans here in green. There's a couple in blue. There you go. Here's one, a can on its side. There's a little hand saw right there on top of a box. Here's 2 pallets with junk on it and an empty pallet. I still can't figure out what this is. It looks like a motor right there with a shaft going down and like a little gearbox over here. So I'm not sure where that goes, but we'll put this over here somewhere to make it look good. I've seen these everywhere on railroads. I'm not quite sure what they are, but I think they're like lubricators or oils or something like that. It's like 3 containers, and they got pumps, little hand pumps up on the top. So, and then there's 3 lamps that I have to put up in here. The one gets knocked off that was right here, and then there's a lamp that goes on this thing, one on one end and one on the other end. And you can see on here that I on a nut bolt and a little plate, I put a little bit of silver and a little bit of rust on there to highlight it. Same way with on all the things over here. There's an extra ladder. Here's an anvil on a block with a sledgehammer next to it. Oxygen or acetylene or whatever we want to make it. Here's a spare motor with a gear already on it. Here's a spool of cable. We'll put this off to the side for trash. Here's a couple of shovels, extra shovels right here. And here's another smaller motor with no gear on the end of it. So that's everything that's in this kit. How about a Campbell's kit? That sounds like a good one because I'll get away from the white metal. Let me pull out my Campbell's kit and see what I got. because I got quite a few of them. I got some Campbell's kits and I got some fine scale miniatures. I'll do a Campbell's and then maybe a fine scale miniatures after that. Hold on a second. Let me see what I got. Okay, do I have any Campbell's kits? I got a few. Here is a through timber bridge. I think this is the one, or is this a new one? Yeah, this is a new one here that I picked up not too long ago. I'll wait on this one until I need to cross over some water again because I know I'm going to do that. Here's one that I bought a long time ago. This is a water tank. And I bought this one a long time ago. This is a sand house. I mean, the boxes are still in really good shape. You know, they're not faded out or anything. Here's the Red Mountain Mine. Is oil derrick. And another bridge, single track truss bridge. So I got two bridges. My goodness. Hold on a second. Is this the one that I had a long time ago over here that fell apart? Let me see. No. This is a new one. Or no, this is the one, but there's other parts in here too. From another kit. That's what threw me off. There's another kit inside this one here too. So this is the one I did years ago, and I just picked up another one just like that when I was in Boca Raton. It was already assembled. The guy gave it to me for nothing, and I put it up here, incorporated with the trestle. The one I had, this is the only thing that survived here, was that all of this fell apart, and that the parts are in the box here. So I'm going to have to do that later. This bridge, I think I paid, there was two of them that I got from this guy. He had $15 on it, and he gave me two of them for $10. I don't remember what the other one is. It must be another box here somewhere. But we'll save the bridges for later. So I got an oil derrick, a mine. Let's take a look at this mine right here. Because this is sand house and oil or water tank. Yeah, I want to do those also. So let's take a look at this mine. I picked this up at a train show. I hope it's all here. You got some cardboard. Well, it's suspect, but some of the stuff is already opened up, so you never know on kits like this. Yeah, it looks like he already cut some of the corrugated stuff apart. So I'm not sure if it's all here. And I don't think it's all here. Just taking a look at that. Because I don't have this right here. I don't have that sheet of basswood. There's no sheets of basswood in here. So I'm just going to use this thing here for spare lumber. Here's the only sheet of basswood I got. So this is incomplete. So Not going to do that one. Got pieces of cardboard in there. That's about it. So we'll hold off on that one. Let's see what this one looks like. Now this one. Yeah, sand house. Yeah, this is the one I bought years ago, and it's complete. I know this one is complete, so maybe we'll do this one here. Ooh, I even got a little CD in there. How about that? Here's the catalog. Oh, it's a DVD, not CD. Okay. Display on TV. My goodness. So I know this is complete because I bought this one many, many years ago, and I've never opened it up. So we'll do the sand house, Durango sand house. And I had another one somewhere that it had a little couple of buildings like this. I only did one of the buildings, and I think that is what's in that other bridge, because I used that box for all my scrap wood. So this is the next kit right here. Thank you, Russ, or Daniel. Thank you, Daniel, for reminding me. So this is what it's going to be, the next kit right here. Yeah. And let me see what else is in here. Let me take a look at this other one. See if maybe this one is. See if this one's complete. No, this one's not going to be complete either. This is the Red Mountain. No, that one's not complete. And this one might be complete. Timber oil derrick. Now this is a really old one because it came in the. Remember these? What kind of do you call this? What kind of bags do you call these? Man, these are old ones. This is an original old one. So this is all the bags. This one's a complete one. This is the oil derrick. So that's another good one that we can do. So sand house, water tower, and oil derrick. Not sure if I'll do all three of them together, but I got some other kits in here, and I have some other woodland scenics that I'd like to do too, but this will be the next kit. Let me put this off to the side here so I have it ready. All right, so good night, Daniel. Thanks for stopping in. I'm going to call it a night. I'm going to go back over to the other computer and yeah, wax paper bags. There you go. Wax paper. There you go. Why didn't I think of that? Wax paper bags. Yeah. That's before they had plastic bags. Us old timers. Yeah. We know. Okay. Oh, okay. Let me see this. Russ says, I go, Rumble Tom, I can't get your live stream. What am I doing wrong? When you give me a link, it goes right to it. When I go to it on my own, nothing. Are you doing it on your phone or on your web browser? Because you should be able to go just, go on to Rumble. And, if you're following me, just go onto my page, Tom Kovichak, and then click on the thing. If it's on your cell phone, I have this pulled up on my cell phone here. Let me show you what it looks like. Go to there. But you should have, like, if it's on your cell phone, you should have everybody that you're subscribed to or following up on the top there. And you can pick me up there. And then do it like that. Or if you're on the web browser, just go to my page on there. Let me go over to the other computer, and we'll talk to you over there. Let me put this back on this one, and I'll be right back. Okay, here I am back in the other room. Rumble.com/Tom Kovichak will get you right there. Let me pull this up over here. Boom. Like right there, that's what my thing looks like, and all you'd have to do is just click on that. Boom, like this. All you'd have to do is just click on that, and it brings it up. All right. So is it on your web browser or on your cell phone? There you go. There's the chat. Yeah, it's interesting. I've had other people say laptop. I go to your page. I get your thumbnails, but no live. Okay. Do you see this right here? Now I got this one up here. This might throw you off right here. I should put something else up there because this is an old video, and this is just like a featured video up here. But if I'm live, it'll either show live right here, or if it hasn't started yet, right there it'll say upcoming right here. But all these other ones are the videos. So, and then I have the other channel too, Tom's Trains, where I got the other stuff on here also. So I hope you can get on there, because I do more on Rumble than I do on YouTube. Now I'm only on YouTube on Wednesday night. Rumble Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and then on the other Tom's Trains, you can see I did one 15 hours ago. This one here, that was 2 days ago, 4 days ago, 5 days ago, 8 days ago. I do a lot of them on Tom's Trains, and a lot of these are the older videos that were on YouTube some time ago, and I'm repurposing them on here and sticking them together and put it in a different presentation. But this one right here is new with some stuff that I never published before, and some short ones that I had on YouTube. But I got a lot of original content on there, and I got a lot of premium content. So if you want premium, go over to premium, get premium, because eventually, since I became a premium creator, if I cut off the YouTube part of it and do Rumble only like I used to do for the after party, it'll go to Rumble Premium instead of just plain Rumble. So that's why I haven't been doing the after parties. So click that thumb. But you can always, let me put this up here. You could always go to this right here.
If you haven't done so already, smash that like button, follow me,
on Tom Kavicak or Tom's Trains, hit the bell notification, and better yet, sign up for Rumble Premium. What are you waiting for? You know why you want to sign up for Rumble Premium? Because you have ad-free viewing. Break free from ad breaks. Watch your favorite videos on live stream without advertisement. That means you don't have to sit there and click through 2 advertisements before each live stream or video. Then you get premium content. Gain access to exclusive premium content from creators like Steven Crowder, Dr. Disrespect, Tim Pool. They all have it. Even I have it. I'm a premium creator, and I even have the premium content. But if you're familiar with Mud Club, you get that free. If you're familiar with Timcast IRL's Uncensored, you get that free. And he now has the Green Room. You get all that advantages, and you also get a verified badge and other benefits. It's only $9.99 per month, US dollars, $99 per year. So what are you waiting for? Sign up for Rumble Premium now. When I muted my microphone again, I muted it, because that's okay. Thanks. I just saw the little. I get a little thing up here. I just saw it. Thank you. But anyway, go over to here. I'm gonna wait a minute. Oh, I'm on the second page. Let me go back to the first page. I'm going to take this thing off right here and make it a different video. So you won't get confused with that, because that looks like a live stream right there. But if you see time in there, that means it's already done. If you see this, it's live. If you see upcoming, a little yellow thing right here, and I'm not showing you the thing. This thing right here. If you see a little yellow upcoming, that means usually when you get on there and before you refresh it, even if it's live, it'll say upcoming. You got to go up and refresh, and then it'll say live, or you just click on it and it'll come up live. So there you go. Hopefully you can get on there sometime. I'm going to put the, what did I say? I just found the Everett, which was part of the one where I had the swirly smoke, and then the other one where you're looking at the rail. That was Everett Railroad. I found some of the clips that I never published, and it was the whistles. So I'm going to put a video together with all those whistles on it too. And you could tell the difference between the Shea whistle and this on the Everett. I'm not sure what they have. It was like a 480. I'm not sure what steam locomotive it was, but it's different. Really, really different whistle. And plus, I was like about 6 cars behind, so I wasn't really close. So big difference. So here's the toot smoking gears, and thank you all for stopping in. We got some rail fans over there. There we go.
Aboard the Fall Train. My name is Jesse Shaw. I am your instructor today. For working all major volunteers today on the operation of the train. Again, my name is Josh Rumpke, and I was sitting on the seat of train inside the car. Also, please sit on this one.
I'll get a video of it. I muted the audio again. Sorry about that. I didn't want to get the echo like I got earlier before, so I muted the audio. So I'm going to have to just say to hell with it and not mute the audio anymore. But anyway, yeah, over here on this side, Russ, you get the idea. You saw what I was doing over there. You didn't, you didn't have to. Yeah, I get it. It's back on now, ain't it? Yeah. I clicked the audio off. I keep on forgetting to put it back on, but you saw how I got over there, and you can manage everybody that you're following, and like on this one, InfoWars, and you can go none, instant, daily, or weekly. I have that on instant, and over here, like Timcast IRL, I don't want to be notified because he has stuff on. He does stuff. Right now he's putting stuff on Rumble every hour, so I don't want to get notified all the time. So you could go in and do each individual one that you're following however you want to do it. You could shut them all off, or you could turn them all on, or turn them on however, instant, daily, hourly, weekly, or however. How's that go? Instant, daily, or weekly. Okay. Instant. Okay. There we go. Okay. All right. I want to thank you all for stopping in. We'll see you again on Friday. Take care, everybody, and have a good night. Bye-bye.